the guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe. My feed, looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. Waking up early, smelling bacon in the air. Gotta start the day with a savory affair. Evening rolls around, time to chill and unwind. Tune in for chill streams where relaxation you'll find. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all aboard. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. What's up, my friends? It is Monday evening, so it's time for some chill stream action. And I did see in the chat right before we started that apparently the newest Miku layer has been released. So have fun. I guess it's going to be time again for Hatsune Miku soon. But today I'm not interested in Hatsune. I'm interested in talking about Buckaroo bizarreness. So, before we get into any of that, let me grab the live stream link, share that in the Discord, and then we'll go from there. All right. Okay, that's good. Switch this up, and that too is good. All right. What's up, Jess, Kensuke, Eng, Millmaster, Pierce, Fisher, Rays, Gossett, Miko, Shelton, Jesse. Who else do we have in here? Yamagoro, Zircon, Potts, Juglum, Sandwich, Trevor, Gianna, Bubbles, Everyday, Farky. I think that's everybody. Hello to all of you and anybody that I missed. Everyday, nice to see Hatcher content. Oh yeah, you like the movie review that me and Carly made? Guys, I know I talked about it a bunch in a number of previous streams. It's finally been released. Me and Carly did a 3 horror movie showdown kind of video. We're getting into making videos about movies. I mean, we're watching movies all the time anyways. I like talking about them. I've been styling more of the stream titles after them as well, so it only makes sense. And it turned out pretty good, man. It turned out pretty good. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it every day. Farky, what's on the wheel tonight? Well, we've got Duskmorn, we've got Insult, we've got minus double dollars, and we've got Try It, which I'm going to fully admit I don't want anyone to land on tonight, because we were walking through the grocery store today, me and Carly, and she said, "Oh, look at this." And she picked up a bottle of Coke, Oreo flavored Coca-Cola. And I went, "Oh, no." And she's like, "You got to try it." And I was like, oh. I just kept making noises like that while she stood there with the bottle, kind of, And then I finally just gave in and was like, okay. So that's what we've got as one of the try it options. And I don't want to try it. I feel like it's going to be just awful. I'm not giving it any benefit of the doubt. I feel like it's going to be nightmarish, you know? Gianna, a guy in your playgroup is nicknamed Bubbles. You find that incredibly amusing, do you? Yeah, Magoro, you did good today. Nice. Oreo flavored Coke is better than Coke flavored Oreos. Well, why do things have to be... Why? Why do things have to be? That's it. That's just the statement. Why do things have to be? You can't find any info online about the Fall Miku layer other than the teaser ad. Well, I think that's all there is right now, is the one that just shows the cards in it, including Kaito, mysterious blue-haired music man. Yeah, the Oreo cookies with Pop Rocks in them, that's fine. Like, the Pop Rocks don't need to be in there, but they don't ruin it. They don't make it genuinely awful. But regular Oreos are already decadent enough. And they have too many of these hybrid gross things where it's like, check it out, it's a peanut butter cup, but it's got like cereal balls in it. And it's like, why? So you can have a mushy weirdness inside. No, I don't want it. I do not want it. And the cookie flavored Coke, the Oreo flavored Coke, is also sugar free, which means it's just going to have some weird grossness in it. Gianni, you ordered some proxies with a guy you know who just got out of the hospital as the character today. You're totally stoked. Nice. It's fun. It's fun to have your own personalized proxies, right? I definitely enjoy that. I have a few with my friend getting messed up in a number of different ways, which I find particularly amusing. You know? And speaking of non-proxies, I'm going to be on an official card, obviously not for Magic, for Paragon. And I've seen the artwork for it. It looks awesome. I will be releasing a video at the beginning of next month that showcases it. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Magoro, that's the way to do it. It's easier to just pick up a couple of singles than to try and get these secret layers that are going to sell out instantly. Because the Miku secret layers seem to sell very, very quickly. Some, as much as you like animated Ghostbusters, you're not sure how you feel about the secret layer. Seems fine to me. It's not the craziest secret layer. It's not the best secret layer, and it's not the worst secret layer. It falls somewhere in between, you know? You got him as the guardian beast. Oh, is he squatting over in front of stoves and stuff? Modern day artifacts. You can't get to my stove while I'm untapped. No using my microwave. Get out of my house. That's the random flavor text. So I guess we're shaping up. We're shaping up for the next super drop. It's going to be Miku, Ghostbusters, and God knows what else. At least I like Ghostbusters, and whenever it's universes beyond that I like, way easier to deal with the fact that it doesn't feel like normal Magic, right? I see Fortnite, and I'm like, okay, I don't know anything about Fortnite. This ain't for me. I see something I actually know and like, I'm like, okay, all right, I like the Ghostbusters. I like Ecto 1. Does it feel weird on a Magic card? Yup. Is that what secret layers are all about? Yup. Is there even a distinction between secret layers and regular Magic sets anymore? Not really. Not really. There you go, Kensuke. You got it. Magic is just a game engine now. Yep, it's a set of rules to stretch whatever IP over. There's no going back. It's not like they're going to backpedal all of a sudden and be like, we're just doing high fantasy worlds. Clearly, that's been thrown out the window. We're going Marvel, Final Fantasy, anything and everything. So the choice just becomes pick and choose what you like, right? We are in the era of not every product is for you. That's the reality. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm going to enjoy myself with what I enjoy until I don't know if I'm going to reach the point where I'm like, no thanks to Magic anymore. I don't know. Pierce, what are you talking about? Next will be the 80s animated Dungeons and Dragons secret layer. They already made that, buddy. That's already been made like a year or two ago. Were you trapped in some kind of time cyst? Huh? You're like, next will be this. They already did that. It's like if you just said, next will be Bloomborough. It's like that's a thing already. It already exists. Surprised we aren't getting Beetlejuice cards? Give it time. Give it time. We might, at this rate. What's to say there won't be a random Beetlejuice secret lair? They are mining like 80s nostalgia and stuff, 80s and 90s. It's trending more and more into mining the stuff that was actually from when I was young, right? So They're going to end up making things that I like. I know that. They're also just going to make a bunch of stuff that feels wonky as hell. Jess, that number doesn't sound right, buddy. I doubt that that's how much the average Magic player spends on Magic. But I guess I don't know for sure. Because a lot of the people I talk to about Magic tend to be more engaged than your average player, right? Next, Thundercats. Oh, all right. Yeah, let's do it. Here comes Johnny as Lionel. I don't know, man. I don't know what I want more, honestly. If I want, like, reskins more, or if I'd like functionally unique cards now just to have more variations and options. Because it can go both ways. You can go, well, no, man, if they do these as functionally unique cards, then I have to play with those properties. And that's a fair argument. But if they do them as functionally unique cards, then you get new fun options. So, Millmaster Gremlins is in Duskmorn, and so Gremlins is a very logical choice to think they might be doing a tie-in on, considering there's a bunch of Gremlin cards in the set. But we'll have to wait and see. Soon Proton Packs will be a Magic card. Yup. Shelton says, let's get this party started. All right, Black Eyed Peas. Let's put you up on the board and go for a spin. And I'm going to pray. That it doesn't land on green. In fact, I'm putting a voodoo hex on the wheel. Voodoo hex on the wheel that says, do not land on green. No green this evening, okay? None. No green. No green. I do not. I don't want to try that Coke. Yeah, Magoro, they've been exploiting people's nostalgia for a long time now. It's just our turn. Now when we go to the grocery store, I hear music that I remember from when I was young. And I'm like, oh my God, this music to kids and stuff these days, this is oldies stuff. Ah, I'm aging to death. All right, let's go. Hoi! Let's see what the wheel has in store for Shelton. Oh, no! No! You son of a bitch. I know I didn't land on insult, but fuck you, Shelton. Oh, God! Oh, the voodoo hex didn't work, man! The voodoo hex didn't work. Okay, I'll go get it. Oh, God. What's even the point of being alive? This is Carly's fault. Carly, this is your fault. I put it on the wheel. Try it on the wheel. And the first fucking spin is the Oreo drink. First spin. Ugh. Don't worry, there'll be plenty left for you to try of this awful fucking garbage, because there's no way I'm going to enjoy this, so whatever. Oh, okay. This is Oreo flavored Coca-Cola with 0 sugar, which I don't even know what they put in this then. Scan here to enter bestie mode? What? I'm too old for this world. Fizzy cookie flavored calorie free cola. What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Sucralose. Aspartame. Okay. Okay. Scorbageist, yo, the robot devil in the Futurama episode where they have to, it's like, here's a golden fiddle or whatever to like play, and then he just bludgeons the devil with it. Millmaster canker in a bottle? It's a canker sore. It's got crumbs in it? No, I don't think so. You could hear Carly laughing in the other room. Of course you were. Oh, God. It just actually smells like, oh, wait. The first smell, it smelled like a normal cola. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Oh! Ew! It foamed up in my mouth all weird, too. Ew. It tastes... it's got... It lingers. Oh. Yeah. The aftertaste is like robot blood. And the... I'm like, no. I'm not. Am I going to have another sip to figure out how to describe the taste? Oh, fine. All right. Whatever. In for a penny, in for a pound. Oh, God. Oh. The only way I know how to quantify this is to say, imagine somebody took, like, Coca-Cola and put the worst kind of taste in booze or whatever in it. And the aftertaste is just... Tell me to swish it around. You get in here, Carly. Get your ass in here and try this garbage while it's cold. If I'm going to suffer, you should suffer too. I have some better options if it lands on green again, thankfully. Good Lord. Ugh.
It sounds really bad.
It is. It is. This is your fault. She's just going to try and be like, it's fine, because she's fucking dead inside.
It smells like the bad kind of smell that vanilla Coke has. Do you remember vanilla Coke smell?
Stop stalling. Yeah! Yeah, that face! Take that, you bitch! Take that! This is your fault! You deserve that! Have another sip. I had two. You have two. Because I had two. You have two. Fucking karmic balance. Have another sip! You can't judge it until you've sipped it twice. Come on. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch.
Oh, yeah.
We'll watch you put it in your mouth this time. Yeah, switch it around.
Oh, it's really bad.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's really bad.
That's what you
I
get.
can't even describe this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
It's definitely not cookie.
It's like if somebody mixed the most low-rent homemade booze you've ever had into a fucking low-grade Coca-Cola.
Yeah. And it did fizz.
I know. I told you.
It does say fizzy cookie.
It foams up in your mouth just like me. No, thank you.
Yeah. I guess I'll get rid of it.
Oh, you guess? No. What do you mean you fucking guess? What world are we gonna? What are we gonna keep this for? Trying to kill squirrels? I guess I'll throw it. No, save it. It's important. We both hate it, but we should keep it.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Ugh, disgusting. Melmaster, I've never had a pill that changed the way I taste. I only heard there are ones that can, like, alter your sense of taste, not pills that'll change how you taste. What is it? Cause you to excrete stuff out of your pores? Imagine eating Oreos and drinking Coke with them. No, Zircon, that's 1,000,000 times better. It's 1,000,000 times better. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, Millmaster, it's good for cleaning the corrosion off of my fucking colon. Have you tried root beer milk? It's like if you have root beer float, but just the end where it's the melted ice cream with root beer. No, Bo, I have not. I have not. Oh. Oh. Ew. Fuck it. Stream's over. Goodbye. I'm leaving. I don't even need this in my life. I'm shutting it down. I'm out of here. Joglum, it's not strange. That's revenge. Carly's the reason we got that. She's the one who found it at the grocery store. She picked it out going, you should try this. So it's not even one of those just, oh, here, this is terrible. You try it. It's, you did this. You get in the pit of misery with me. Right? What did it score on a scale of 1 to sour pickle? The fuck are you talking about? That scale doesn't even make sense. Gianna, you just realized you can get a shawarma machine to make your own chicken boners? Have fun. You'd eat the pickle over the drink. Well, if I had to choose between a bite of that fucking pickle and that stupid Coke, I'd have the Coke, for sure. But it's still abysmal. It's just not as abysmal as a sour pickle. Ugh. Apparently, Noob loves root beer milk. I never heard of it before today. Millmaster, I think that I have actually. I watched the Revenge of the Nerds movies, but I recall like nothing of it except thinking that the one chick in the movie was way too thin. You could see her entire rib cage. I'm like, eat something, fucking eat something. The gift that keeps on giving, man. Ugh. Just awful. Miko, what did I do? Your cat's going nuts now. It feels my spiritual fucking anguish. That's why. It knows that a hateful thing has happened to me. That's why. That's what's going on. Oh. I can't believe she did this to me. I can't believe she did this to me after I was nice enough to start doing movie reviews with her. All right? Doesn't pop make milk curl? I don't know. I'm not brain damaged, so I don't mix fucking pop and milk, right? I have no idea. I just know Bo Falcon's telling me about something called root beer milk, right? But milk and pop mixed together sounds fucking disgusting. Just disgusting. Of course we're on opposite ends, Miko. When I had the pickle, I almost died. And then Carly just took it, was like, pretty good. And walked off with it. Like it was nothing. She doesn't have the refined palate that I do, all right? They don't mix root beer and milk. It's just the root beer flavor with milk. See, there you go. That makes sense. Anything sounds better than what I just had. I'll tell you that right now. Anything. Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm really happy with the way our movie review video turned out. I mean, it's definitely got some issues. The visuals are a little blurry in places. The sound could be better because we're going off of the one microphone that I use to record videos, but it's like range isn't good for both of us. So I want to get some lapel mics. I actually found a good set and put it on the Amazon wish list. So they're little like clip-on mic packs that wirelessly transmit and are good for like 9 hours of recording and everything. They seem really, really good. I read the reviews, all that shit. So I put them on the wish list, and hopefully in the future we'll have those microphones and it'll step things up. And the camera thing is something that should improve for the next video as well, because we're going to have multiple angles on things that don't droop and mess up. And also I'm going to try using the GoPro. So we're going to have a bunch of different levels for it. Ilvitar, you started watching a short about extracting lapis lazuli from rocks. You don't know how long you've been watching it, but was hypnotizing. You watch the same short over and over. Well, I go lapis mining in Minecraft. Yeah, I'm sure, Carly. Once the wall is a green screen, it'll present its own problems. We'll always be dealing with something. There's a brand called Rosa Brothers. They have root beer, chocolate, strawberry, orange cream, and banana milk. Banana milk is actually pretty good. I like that. When I was a kid, they had the Nesquik like chocolate squeeze, but they also had banana and strawberry. Or maybe it was Brown Cow that had the banana and strawberry version. But I think it was the Nesquik bunny. Either way, I really liked that stuff. Squeeze it in the milk, stir it up. Here we go. That stuff was good. Why couldn't I have had that instead of Oreo cookie Coke grossness, bro? Is the full moon tomorrow? I was wondering about that because I could see it looked full tonight, so I'm not surprised that it's going to be full tomorrow. What up, Gerthulu? How you doing, buddy? So, Buckaroo Banzai is a bizarre movie that some people love, other people hate, and some people are indifferent to. The movie starts out by realizing that, what we have going on here at the beginning of the movie is a bit incoherent, so we better write an intro that explains it all in expository text. And it makes it sound like this stuff has all happened. And it's just like, this has just happened, and this has happened, and now he's about to break into the fucking 8th dimension or whatever. But none of that has happened yet, and we have to watch it happen after they told us it happens in the text. And so you just go, okay. And then Buckaroo just drives into a mountainside. And it's like, okay. And he's like, that's it. What do you mean? Well, no, it's like his adventures across the 8th dimension. Is it though? Or is it that he drives into a mountain and then we know that the 8th dimension exists with planet number 10? Because you never have any of that dimension traveling at all. Like, he basically drives into a mountain for like a minute and there's some goofbag looking fuckers and then he's back out of it. And you're just like, okay. Like, honestly, I get that some people love the movie. Gotta say, wasn't terribly impressed, honestly. I was mostly half bored by the fucking movie. I was just like, okay. There's red lectoids and black lectroids. Okay. And they're fighting each other. Okay. One of them has a comic book of Buckaroo. All right, then. And then he falls off of his spaceship. He just falls off in a very slow and crappy way and apparently just dies from it, from falling on his head. It's like, what? What? It's like, we're from planet 10 and we all speak English. It's like, okay then. All right then. It was just, everybody's named John, and it turns out that George Orwell, when he did that War of the Worlds and he said it was a hoax, it wasn't a hoax. The aliens actually showed up, but they made him perpetrate the hoax so they could hide their existence. And then they all registered themselves with the name John. And they all go like this. Okay. And Buckaroo Banzai is a physicist and a doctor, so we're going to have him doing surgery like right before he breaks the 8th dimension barrier. Okay. And he also likes a bunch of Japanese affectation, but it really just seems like something that would make you go, what a douche! What a fake fucking douche you are. No, I get dressed up in like samurai gear and like bow on my floor before I put my katana away. You're a fucking clown. Like, you put on the little bandana. Look at me. I'm Japanesey. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, was this based on a comic strip or whatever? Did that movie come out before Back to the Future? Because it, like, the technology and stuff kind of had that Back to the Future-y, like, vibe. John Big Butt, or whatever his name was. It was just, the movie was just, it existed. It just existed. It was mostly just, and this happens, and this happens. And I'm like, okay. And then John Lithgow is a regular Earth scientist who tries to go into the fucking 8th dimension, but tries too early? Or is he just actually originally Electroid? Does he get turned into Electroid when he gets half stuck in the wall? Or has he always been Electroid? It's just dumb. The black and the red Electroids look the same, too. They're almost fucking indistinguishable from each other. You just go, all right. Okay. that's Carly, when the movie first started, she was like, this movie's going to have to do a lot to make me like it. And then she's like, remember I said this movie's going to have to do a lot to make me like it? This is crazy. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. This is stupid. He just goes and steals a fucking Harley. Why is there a key in the Harley? How did he know where the aliens went? What is going on? His mind got scrambled when half in the wall. Yeah, was he... He had two different names. So was he originally a human and then he got turned into an alien, or was he an alien to start with? Volkswagen Buckaroo Banzai 1984, Back to the Future 1985. The time travel gizmo stuff felt really similar in terms of the visual aspects. Like I totally felt like some Back to the Future stuff, which got me excited actually. I was like, oh cool. And then he drove into the mountain and I'm just like, oh, this doesn't feel like anything. And then they just had him go to a fucking bar and start singing. And then he just stops everyone singing. Is someone crying out there? What? Is there somebody crying in the crowd? It's her. Okay, we gotta talk to her. Hey, you. Let's talk or whatever. Hey, be nice to everybody. And then he like starts singing, like they're playing a happy upbeat song. And then she talks about how her life is awful. And then he starts to play a sad song. And she pulls out a fucking gun and starts to go like this. Like she's resigning as president of the bank. And it's just like, yo, wait. What? What? It's nonsensical, man. Thompson, what's up, buddy? How am I? I've been better. I was better before I drank fucking Coke Oreo. Ugh. The taste is still lingering in my mouth, bro. The taste is still lingering in my mouth. Blech. I got nobody to blame but myself. I guess I can blame Carly as well, right? But I'm the one who bought it. And I put it on the wheel. Every fucking burp tastes like it. And it makes me wish I was never fucking born. Oh, God. Just awful. Jess, I've never heard of Mandrake the Magician, The Shadow, 1940. The Adventures of Captain Marvel from 1941. Well, I mean, didn't they redo The Shadow? There's like an invisible building in it, and it's got Alec Baldwin. Neil Canto produced both Banzai and Back to the Future. Oh, okay. I feel like Buckaroo Banzai tried to do something. They were trying to do something, but it was just mostly incoherent, you know? I thought it was hilarious when I got a biochemical formula on my hand, and he just fucking licks his hand and smacks it on Buddy's forehead or whatever. Also, Buckaroo's dressed like fucking Pee Wee Herman, man. What up, Larry? Joe, you remember the Alec Baldwin Shadow movie? You seem to remember liking it. I have vague memories of liking it as well. I wasn't blown away by it, but I saw it in the theater. What a different world it is now. It's way easier to get access to movies, though, so that's fantastic, you know? Watching them at home, under your own controlled conditions, is pretty sweet. Going to the theater is also nice here and there, but I like that. While I lament the overall loss of the movie theater going experience, I like the way things are now, where you can just have a big fat TV and you can watch whatever movies you want pretty much on demand. It's awesome. It's not, we got to go to this building and we got to be there at 7 because they're starting the fucking movie, right? Pierce, yep, the ability to pause movies when you're going to the washroom or whatever, fantastic. Absolutely agree. Sam, that's right. What darkness lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. That's like old-timey radio. Have I seen Love Potion number 9? The name is familiar, but I don't know if I've seen it. It's from 1992. It's a romantic comedy film starring Tate Donovan and Sandra Bullock. No. I haven't seen it, I don't think. But I definitely remember thinking that Sandra Bullock was a cutie back in the day. She looks great in Demolition Man. Dale, you listen to old-time radio shows on YouTube? Nice. It's cool how much of not just stuff that's being recorded now and created now, but stuff from the past has managed to migrate onto the internet. Not everything exists in a digital form, right? Like you can't find everything, but you can find so much. And for people who are growing up in these times, barring some kind of crazy solar flare that wipes out all our technology's ability to work, everyone's going to be able to watch everything they grew up with, all of it. You'll be able to go back and find it all on demand whenever. I wonder how much that impacts nostalgia. I wonder if they've done studies on that kind of thing. Nostalgia when you have, and know you will always have access to something, versus the way I grew up where once a show was gone, it's just gone, you know? Hell, some of the old shows, some of the old shows had their original tapes taped over. Like the TV channels and stuff were just like, we got to save money on tapes, so they just reused tapes. They didn't keep stuff, you know? Fisher, Captain Planet is oddly not available to watch outside of VHS. I have a hard time believing that. Like when I read it, my gut is like, you're lying, bro. You're lying. Or that is what you think is the reality, but it's not. And you know what? I'm going to look now. I'm going to have a poke around and see if you are correct or not. Now I got the Captain Planet song in my head, but I don't even know it that much. I don't even know it that well. It's like, Captain Planet, he's our hero, gonna take pollution down to 0. I guess I do know some of it. They have that one skit where Captain Planet starts, like, he stops polluters, and then he starts turning everybody into trees. And it's just like, stop! Stop! I've never heard of Eek the Cat. Ilvatar, your buddy has a terabyte of 80s and 90s cartoons that he got from the LimeWire days. Man, I remember LimeWire. Captain Planet didn't really accomplish his goals. He didn't do that much. Millmasters got the price if you want to get the full series on DVD. There you go. There you go. If he's found the DVD series, then you're automatically wrong if you said you can't find it outside of VHS. So that didn't take long. He took your lies down to 0. Fisher. He took your lies to 0. Miko, no. Nobody saw a link. Are you kidding me? You think I let people post random fucking links in my YouTube live streams? Do you know the kind of shit people post when you let them do that, right? Nah. Too many people trying to fucking post hentai and all that shit. So you did not post a link because YouTube holds every single link. They hold every link. I shut off the ability to share links automatically in all of my live streams. And anytime a link is shared in the comment section of my videos, that gets held as well and isn't shown to anybody. And I delete all of them because I'm like, you can spoof web addresses and stuff like that. There's zero chance that I'm clicking on your link to see if it's legitimate. So there is no point in ever leaving a link on any video or any live stream of mine. Nobody will ever see it. The Untouchables. That's one of those mobster movies that I can't remember if I've actually watched or not. Yeah, McGurl, I doubt that there's going to be a Buckaroo Banzai secret layer. Because what is there to tie into it in the current era, right? With Ghostbusters, it's an ongoing franchise that they're doing stuff with. You got Hatsune Miku. That's stuff that's happening now. So, while they are going back and doing random things and I can't fully rule it out, I feel like it's unlikely because it's too niche. They'd be way more likely to lean on like Back to the Future, for example, right? Gerthulu, yeah, you can find a bunch of old cartoons on YouTube. 100%. You can find G.I. Joe, all that stuff. Bo Falcon, that's right. Don Cheadle, he was the one who was in that skit where he turned everybody into trees. Kevin Smith was working on a miniseries of Buckaroo Banzai and the World Crime League. Oh yeah, they ended the movie with that. You know what I will give them credit for? They had a very interesting ending sequence where they just had everybody kind of walking out in different directions, and then they're all walking together to the music and like doing little random dances and stuff. I actually thought that was pretty good. Like, Buckaroo Banzai had some interesting visuals going on, but the movie was like just too up its own ass with dumb nonsense. So it was just, it's like a bunch of randomness held together with elastic bands, you know? Fisher, you don't think you've ever known a US-based Miku concert that hasn't sold out? I didn't realize how popular Miku was. The Secret Lair came along and I was like, okay. And then I went to a Comic-Con and I saw all the Mikus they had for sale there. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of different Mikus. If I was a collector of that kind of stuff, I'd be like, hey, right? I mean, I've got all kinds of cool little Legend of Zelda things, so I get it. The fact that Buckaroo Banzai was a comic book first makes it a little bit better. All right, Millmaster, that's pretty funny. After the concert, for $500, you can fuck Miku. What is it? Just some thin Asian twink with a fucking body like Bo Falcon, who's in a fucking green screen suit that they project Miku onto? It better be a fucking wetsuit. I hope you like being crushed by 400-pound mouth breathers who haven't washed. Kevin, you're not wrong that Buckaroo Banzai did have interesting flavor, but the movie was too all over the place. That was the problem. Bo, same, bro. I had no idea that they had a bunch of famous people in Captain Planet. There's a bunch of random properties that when I go back and check them out now, I'm like, oh, check it out. This person and this person and this person's in it, you know? Fisher, damn, you've been collecting Miku stuff since the early 2000s. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Yo, Splendor, you got your car got robbed. That sucks. Habanero, that's what I said. That's what I said, buddy. Someone did a Brazilian Hatsune Miku. You don't know if it's fan art or what, but it makes the original one's design look very conservative. There's so much fan art of Hatsune Miku. There's one of the Canadian Hatsune Miku where she has milk bags for her jugs and it says Milky. It's so stupid. Oh, man. Things are only going to get crazier for mankind from here, bro. Oh, bro, $200 gone from your glove compartment. You kept $200 in your glove compartment? That seems random and unwise. What do you got, a fucking drug and hookers problem? The money that I used for drugs and hookers and hide from my wife was in the glove box. They took my the officer. I didn't say that. I didn't say hooker money. I meant they took the $200 that I used to hook kids on reading. Habanero, it's all good, man. Typing it up, it's just we're on the same wavelength. We're on the same wavelength, bro. No, not anyways. You don't know. You gotta explain yourself now. Explain why you had $200 fucking in your glove box. Explain that shit. Most people only have some fucking loose change in their car. Fucking how rich are you that you just got $200 sitting in your fucking glove box, bro? Explain that shit. You can't go, yo, I want to vent about this, and then you fucking have somebody follow up. You targeted. Yeah, I target you too, bro. If I needed to get some fucking ganja, I'd be like, this guy, for some inexplicable reason, keeps hundreds of dollars for hookers and drugs in his glove box. So let's go get into his car and take the money from his glove box to get our own hookers and drugs. Also, having your car in your driveway doesn't mean you're targeted, just so you know. There's people who just wander around. There's crackheads and shit who just wander around trying random car doors, seeing if they can get in, right? The money arrived there as a loan from the 8th dimension. It had to be deposited there. What? That makes the car is way more valuable than the $200, bro. If it can receive interdimensional money. But yeah, bro, it sucks. It sucks when fucking people steal your shit. That is ball bag badness. All right? So, you know what? I'm going to do you a favor right now, Splendor. I don't normally do this, but I invoke ball bag herpes on that guy. He's going to get fucking herpes on his fucking ball bag for stealing your money. So, you're welcome. You're welcome. Karma does exist. I mete it out. But like M-E-T-E, not M-E-A-T. You know what I mean? Miko, if the first car you checked had $200, you'd stop checking other cars and get the fuck out of there too. It's like my night of crime is complete. Habanero says the Cocoa Butter Boys are on it. We're gonna fucking round up all the Cocoa Butter Boys. We're gonna get sand-filled hoses, and we're gonna whip the dog shit out of that motherfucker. If we do it right, it won't even leave bruises, so he won't even be able to report it. You know, like seriously, be like, why did fucking 50 guys beat you with sand-filled hoses? Not because I stole $200 from a glove box. Watch RoboCop 2. No, don't fall for that. Don't do that. RoboCop 2 is so boring. It's so boring. Only leave Oreo cookies in... Oh, yeah, exactly. Kevin's got it right. Only leave Oreo Cokes in your car. Then if they steal it, they'll deal with the curse. The cursed taste of the garbage. That's it. That's the way to do it. Millmaster, something that electrocutes people's not an alarm, bro. It's alarming. That's not an alarm. All right? Besides, you don't need to look to RoboCop for that. People are already booby trapping their cars for real, in real life. That's a real thing. Bizarre. You still haven't explained why you had fucking $200 in your glove box, buddy. That's a lot of toll booth money. It's for Toll House cookies. That's for those little fucking elves, bro. When I find their tree. I got $200 for as many cookies and you guys sucking my dick. How about that? I've always wanted to be sucked off by the cookie elves. Oh. Bo says, keep used condoms laying on your seats and no one will bother looking for anything in your car. Well, used looking. I wouldn't recommend having real used condoms. You know, get condoms and just put a spoonful of mayonnaise. A spoonful of mayo keeps the criminals out of your car. Splendor, you get paid in various ways. All right then. That you get paid in nefarious ways. The cash went in there just for cheaper gas prices. I don't know if you've heard of this thing, but I've got one of these. They call them a wallet. And I know this digital world is confusing, but how it works is, well, this isn't going to work because I don't have a bunch of money to show you. But imagine I have a bunch of cash money and then I open it and it folds open, right? And see this gaping hole? That's not for sex. You put paper money in it and then you close it and then you put it in your pocket. And then because it's in your pocket, it can't be in your fucking car to be stolen. And the crazy thing about this is, like when you walk inside your house, it stays in your pocket. When you go back outside, it stays in your pocket. So if you put the money inside, it's called a wallet. Write it down, WALLET. That's where you put your cash. And then if you put your driver's license in there too, then it's impossible for you to end up at a place where you would buy gas where you won't have your cash, right? Like, there you go. There you go. So also, if your trunk is full of food because you thought that you needed to carry the food around in there, you can just put it in your house and take a little bit out with you when you need it. You're welcome for the life lesson. Fisher, you have $150 hidden in your car for an emergency. Well, if he had said for an emergency, then I probably wouldn't have went on that wallet tirade. But here we are, and so whatever. An emergency, like you want to pay for drugs and hookers, you fucking liar. You fucking liar. Venero's like, yo, I want to bang those Keebler elves too. What are you talking about, Fisher? Money in your wallet and in your bank account can be spent. But if it's in your car, it can't be spent. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. You can just fucking take it out. That's not a fucking solid argument. Look, man, cash in your wallet gets spent. Cash in a glove box is unspendable. By the laws of, I just made bullshit up. Should have just left it at the emergency shit. You were winning, and then you went off into fucking crackhead land with your nonsense. That's right, Kevin. If you want to get a dude to suck your dick in your car in the middle of the night and you don't want your wife to know, you need to have some money in your car. How else are you going to pay dudes to chug your unwashed wang? Nightmare Before Christmas, honestly, is a movie I don't give a shit about. I never really got into it. This is Halloween. This is me not giving a fuck, right? Just keep your hooker money stored behind a secret brick in the wall behind where you pick up the hookers. If you don't want your wife to know about your fucking hooker money, take the money and stick it in your butt crack. When has your wife, before you've left the house, ever pulled the back of your pants out and jammed her hand right down into the crack of your ass? It's never fucking happened, right? The butt crack is fucking nature's hiding spot. It's nature's hiding nook, okay? So just stick the money in your butt crack and then it won't get stolen. And hookers can't complain because you pay them after you fuck them, so who cares? Here's your butt money, bitch. No, Ness, your butthole is your prison wallet. Actually sticking something up your butt. I'm talking about the crack. You got to take an anatomy lesson. Do you not know the difference between your butt crack and your butthole? Your mama didn't teach you right. What up, Valabi? So yeah, just stick $200 in your butt crack for when gas prices are cheap. Oh, Lord. I'm almost over the trauma. I'm almost over the trauma of that fucking Oreo Coke. I should have just picked something else, one of the other things I have over here for try it instead of that drink. But I'll admit, I was curious. I shouldn't have been curious because it was dreadful, but I was. I was genuinely curious. Ugh. Nightmarish. It's that kind of day. It's that kind of day. It's also crazy hot today. But hey, on the upside, on the fun side, that movie review that me and Carly did, thumbs up. Thumbs up. I'm glad she's excited about it as a project because it's been a while since she's been excited about something like that. And it's nice for us to have some fun videos that we can make together like that as well. Because we watch movies together all the time. She's my favorite person. I enjoy her company very much. So, being able to do movie reviews where she's informed and I'm ignorant works for me. Kevin, I don't know, man. I don't even know if we'll go back to Duskmorn. Who knows? I know we'll most likely go back to Bloomborough, though, because apparently Bloomborough got a 2 on the Rabia scale. And the higher the number, the less likelihood of revisiting that plane. Do I have my next movies to review picked out yet? Sticking to horror. No, we're not sticking to horror. The next one we're going to talk about is probably going to be Wolverine versus Deadpool. So there's no real rhyme or reason to it. We're just going to watch random movies and then talk about whichever ones we feel like. So the one that we just put out today is Longlegs, Arcadian, and Bird Box. 2 of those came out this year. One of them came out 5 years ago, right? And yeah, it's just going to be whatever. We're not worrying about anything about it. We're not worrying about trying to like maximize it for YouTube, trying to maximize the views, trying to just pick like what is hot and trending or whatever. It's just going to be whatever we feel like. So right now, the key I find with stuff like this is to not set like a bunch of rules. for ourselves on what we can and can't do. Like when we went to start this, Carly's like, I want to do videos where we talk about 3 movies. And I was just like, we might just want to do 1 movie to start with because it might be easier logistically. And she was like, okay. But then she came back like half an hour later and was like, I really like the idea of doing 3 movies and talking about them and saying which one's best. That's what I want to do. And so I just said, cool, whatever. I'll roll with it. You know, that's fine. So we did it. And then after we did it, she came to me and she's like, I think maybe it'd be easier if we did like 1 video at a time. And I like 1 movie at a time. And I was like, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. So we're just rolling with whatever. Have I seen Deadpool yet? Yes, I saw Deadpool versus Wolverine. I am reserving talking about it for now because I'm going to do the video with Carly. So I'll keep my thoughts about it for that. There's no rule saying that I can't talk about the stuff in live streams and in a video, but I know we're going to do it soon. So I'll just keep it all to myself. That way I don't forget some of the stuff when we're talking about it for the actual video. Splendor, you liked Deadpool? I will go on record saying I enjoyed the movie quite a bit. Quite a bit. So overall it delivered for me, and if you like Deadpool fan service, it's got a bunch for you. What's our next outing plan together? Well, we're going to be going to the face-to-face magic event in like a week and a half-ish, something like that. So we've got that planned. And then we're also going to be going to a barbecue next week. So I guess the next out of that, and I guess next week would be the barbecue. So that makes sense. That makes sense. That is my final answer. Final for $200. Final answer. So I'm just glad that we got the first video out, because getting started is the most challenging part, honestly, and keeping the ball rolling is easier after that, you know. And I hadn't put a video out on Hatcher in a few months. I had the Ribfest one recorded even, but it's just the visuals and no audio or anything. And sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes I work on a video and the video never actually gets made. It's the way it goes. There's been a bunch of projects that have just kind of fallen by the wayside and never ended up being realized. But the movie thing is something that I really see that we can do over time. And even if it's not something a ton of people enjoy, we're having a good time with it. And some people are definitely already enjoying it. So, hour and a half is a long video, though. Especially when the sound quality isn't, like, it's not terrible sound quality, but it's not as good as it can be. I really want to get those fucking lapel mics. They're sweet. They're sweet. That would make things much better. But whatever, it's the first one we did. So obviously there's going to be issues with it, right? At certain points the camera's blurry. We lost one of our side cameras because it was on this light right here, and this little thing just started drooping with the camera, right? So we made it into a funny moment, but it ultimately reduced we want to have it from multiple camera angles, and then to sync up the volume the best with it, the lapel mic. So I put the lapel mics and a new light on the wish list as stuff that can be eventually acquired to improve the show. Kevin, yeah, exactly. If we're enjoying it, it'll come through in the video. Agreed. Splendor Super Chat says, wait, what I miss about it? This movie, sorry. I'm not 100% sure what you're asking me at this point. Are you asking what I'm talking about? Like, I'm talking about the hour and a half long movie review that Carly, and you know what? I've talked about this a bunch and I have not shared the link to it once, which is, you know, I should remember to share the links to things I'm talking about here. Let's grab the link. Oh, nice. Yeah, all right, sweet. There's a bunch of comments on it. All that goodness. Yeah, a bunch of people saying that they like it. This is nice. This is nice. Awesome. Hey, it's already got 29 thumbs up as well. Oh, no, 30. Ha! That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. All right. There we go. I'll pin it too. Bam. There's the link for anybody who didn't see it, wants to see it. There are a number of different issues with it for sure, but I'm looking forward to getting better gear on top of zeroing in on all of the different things that we can do to improve our setup. It's gonna be one of those things that evolves over time and gets improved upon. But like a lot of things, when you start out, it's not as good. You're not as good at it or whatever else, right? And that's fine, because that's how pretty much everything is in life. You don't start out awesome at everything, right? You get better as you progress. And at the end of the day, it's just me having a nice time talking with Carly about movies, and she's the one doing the editing and everything on it. So, yeah, overall, I'm happy with it. Kevin, yeah, dude, people do love movie discussions. I watch videos talking about movies all the time. Juglum, you think we both did a great job with the review? We were watching before coming to stream. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'd been wanting to get more into talking about movie and TV shows and stuff, but I just was still in the talking about wanting to do it phase and not actually doing it. So the fact that we sat down and recorded as much as we did and ended up with a video. How long is it actually? Let's see here. It is an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and a half long. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look, I see some in the comments. I see there's fucking Millmaster and Pyre and Moogle and Everyday. Fisher, it's on your to-do list after the stream. Thumbs up, buddy. Hope you enjoy it. Nobody, guys, if you don't like them, you don't have to watch them. You know what I mean? I don't demand that people watch my stuff. Watch what you like. Don't watch what you don't like. But I look forward to doing more movie stuff. Carly had a little idea for a skit for the long leg stuff, and so we put that in there too. Who knows what's going to come of it, because like I said, right now it's in its infancy. We're just getting started out. At a certain point, I'd love to have all of the camera issues sorted out, have good lighting, and then great audio to give like the best possible version. But you can't let that stop you. You just got to keep moving forward. Keep moving forward and make incremental improvements. Like when I first started out making videos, my videos were fucking pretty... I called it the butter cam because it looked like you had smeared butter across the camera. And the sound in some places was kind of rough. So it's improved over the years. I'm sure I could benefit from some more improvement, but it has improved. Zircon, not all the mics are available in Canada. Actually, the DJI one somebody mentioned. Why do you say that I should switch those up? I don't know. I looked for one that had good reviews and also was able to be put on the wish list, because not everything can go on the wish list. So there was one that had been recommended to me before that I couldn't actually put on there, unfortunately. I mean, I guess I'm right here. Not that me looking it up is really going to do much of anything in terms of... looking at him now. I'm not an expert on... what was that? Rode Wireless Pro. Oh, that's way more expensive. That costs like 4 times as much, bro. That's crazy expensive. When I'm picking stuff to put on the wish list, I'm cognizant of the cost of it, right? Because people like to buy me things to hook me up for what we do, but I don't want to be like crazy putting the most expensive insanity on there, you know? It does look pretty good though. Oh, Zircon, you're winking at me, telling me to put it on the wish list. Oh, well, hold on, let me... Oh, did I just close it? Hold on. Let me try that again. Wait. Hold on. Is this a different one? Wait, what was I looking at? Is it showing me a different one now? Maybe I was looking at the wrong one. It's recommended. Oh, is the DJI that you were talking about? Oh. Rode Wireless Pro. There it is. Okay. Okay. All right. I put it on the list. So newer is only good for... It's junk for most stuff, but stands, cheap lights, and batteries. Oh, okay. Splendor, yeah, we had 3 camera angles originally. Front on, and then one angled at me and one angled at Carly so she could switch over to different people when they're talking and do whatever. But the one crapped out. If you watch the video, you'll see. The one craps out. We make some jokes about it. And, but there's nothing we could do. Like, we noticed it and it was just like, well, we're in it now. So there was a number of issues that cropped up. The battery running out, all kinds of different things. But we soldiered through. Okay, so they're an actual mic company. Audio is something you don't... You know what? You're right. Audio is something you don't... The better... You don't fuck around with it. The better the audio you have, the better your video is overall. People will forgive problems with the visual aspects more than sound. And I know that because I'm the same way. Yeah, we're just using I don't have a bunch of DSLR cameras or anything. I have the one that I use to record my historian videos, and then we use phones set up on either angle, like pointing at either of us. And I use my phone held up on the one tripod, but then the other phone just meh. What are you gonna do? So yeah, I mean, I'm what is it? I'm accustomed to doing things in a particular way. Zircon, you got a whole closet full of gear. Well, cobble some of it together into a teleportation device and teleport it over to me. Oh, Volkswagen, there you go. Volkswagen's like, make up a gift box and send me. You can use the glory of the mail, right? you can mail some of the gear. I wish that I had like all the gear. I wish I had like fucking 50 different cameras and all these crazy lights and microphones and whatever else. But I mean, we can all wish for all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the day, I've got the stuff that I need to do what I've been able to do so far, but I recognize with what me and Carly are doing that what I have isn't sufficient for what we want to do. And definitely the microphone. The microphone thing to me is the biggest out of everything, right? Like, that's what I feel like. Because even when I use that, sometimes it messes up for the regular videos, but that's just with one person. Trying to use that microphone and not have it on the screen with us at the same time isn't really, like, it just ends up with like one of us is closer to it, the other's further. You get more of a room echo kind of thing going on. But we'll keep going. We'll keep taking step forward bit by bit, right? Zircon, how's that possible? You just Falcon just suggested it. He's like, it's on its way. Did you activate your Flash Gordon powers to zip? It's like, I'm like Quicksilver. I zipped to the closet, boxed it up, labeled it, and zipped down there, and I'm back already. Jess, you're a little teapot, are you? Are you just having a mental break, buddy? He's got drones. He's sending it. No, the Amazon. Oh shit! You mean the fucking what's it called? Is the wireless mics on the road? Get it? Is that actually what you're saying? Because if that's the case, then I should take the other ones off the wish list. Let's see here. All right, I have updated the wish list. Thanks, man. If you sent me your mics, I'd have to pay duty more than the Rode mics. Not if you said that they were used and worth $1. If it's used, right? If you have something brand new and you send it, then if it's like new in box and they open it, they'll be like, "What is this?" But if it's like used stuff, the value of used stuff is way more ambiguous. Either way, I appreciate the thoughtfulness very much, buddy. I'm like super stoked about the idea of having much better microphones, because listening to the visual stuff is one thing. The audio stuff is another. It's a big difference. It is a big difference. Splendor, yup. Carly edited in a bunch of different... The video was a little nerve-wracking for me because I worry about running up against copyright. And I know that you can use things for reviews and discussion, but there's limits on it, right? And I thought like maybe the video would run into some issues that way. But I put it out. I mean, I uploaded it a day in advance to let it check all this kind of stuff, all of it, and see if there'd be any issues. And it turns out there was none. Like, no issues whatsoever, which is fantastic. And then after I released it, I thought, well, the next point where there might be issues is right after release, where now it's like live, and maybe that's when you get hit. But apparently, Carly just used tiny little bits, and she did it in a way where there's no issues. So we're not having any problems with the video in that regard, which is fantastic, because I was worried about that. I thought we might have to take it down, go in and like make some edits, but she just used a few seconds of clips here and there, and it's very clear that we're not playing like the entire movie or anything. So overall, it's come together quite well. We'll probably run into some issues at some point somewhere with something, but the fact that it didn't happen right away is amazing, because that means instead of needing to focus on changing how we edit the videos, it's more, let's change the quality of the stuff, right? The road is way better anyways? Okay, well, it's probably better, but that's good enough for me. Zircon, the video was good, however you learned your brain damage and saw a difference. Like that, it's like, there's no difference. There is no difference. Mailmaster, you feel like we were lied to by the Jetsons? We were. We were. They promised us a future of food pills and robot maids, and instead, all we got in Canada is the maid that ends your life. Splendor, it's fun times, honestly. It's just like, Carly's got a bunch of notes about each movie, and I literally say at the beginning, she's done a bunch of research and is informed, and I'm ignorant and biased. And then we both just talk about the movies. And I fully expect that as it goes along, it's gonna get better, right? Like, obviously, we already know we're gonna be getting a fucking sound upgrade, which I am fucking stoked about, for real. I've been thinking about that ever since we started working on it. I'm just like, man, the sound is a big fucking deal. It's the biggest deal for your videos. So get the sound right and you're going to be all right. And then get the videos right and you're going to be great. That's how it goes. His boy Elroy. Ugh. Shelton, I shake my fist at you over an hour later for being responsible. There's only been one wheel spin tonight, and it's specifically led to me drinking fucking poison. Carly's right. I peak the mics all the time because I'm loud. There was a Jetsons movie? I never saw it. Shell says still worth it. Yeah, well, it was for you. Not for me, man. Not for me. I try the awful thing, and then we got something that actually might be good. Extra Ridge's honey barbecue flavored chips. Right? I got those. That's what I should have picked. That's what I should have picked. Because they got the deal, too. Because they had the deal. You see, 2 for $8. I also got Old Dutch salt and vinegar. Because I've never had their salt and vinegar chips. I've never really gotten much of the Old Dutch brand. Although I do like their corn twists. So I figured, you know what? If one bag's going to be like $5, 2 for $8. Carly, you loved the Jetsons better than the Flintstones? I watched a lot more of the Flintstones, actually. For me. But I don't know if I actually like them better, you know? Oh, DuckTales, yeah. DuckTales, Tailspin, Gummy Bears. Mailmaster says, William Flintstone might be the most desirable woman who ever lived. Oh, Freudian slip here. You know, I know Wilma, but hey, bro, if you like fucking William, whoever that guy is, fill your boots, buddy. Fill your boots. The secret's out, Mailmaster. You try and pretend like you're not into dudes named William, but you are. Some used Kool-Aid points to get a little Jetsons toy when you went to the Jetsons movie. I never had Kool-Aid points. I remember popsicle stick points. I remember those. But I didn't know until today there was a Jetsons movie. Oh, Jess, are you William Flintstone? Is that what's going on? Millmaster comes and cuddles up with you. Man, yeah, those honey barbecue chips look all right, bro. They look all right. By fusing together double the ridges, whatever that means. Fusing them together. Oh, it's best. These are both best before October. October 20 something. So I got like a month. I got a month. That's plenty of time. What do you think of Burt Rubble? I only know Barney Rubble. There's 2 Jetson movies? What? What? Juggling, what the hell are Camel Bucks? Is that from the cigarettes? Now I'm gonna look up Jetson movies. They made one in the 1990s. And then in 1995, they made a live-action adaptation? Did they? Or is this like a fake? There's more and more fake stuff on the internet now. Mo Falcon says, I think Millmaster watched a knockoff version of the Flintstones. You know, William Flintstone, Burt Rubble, and their baby Smack Smack. Hey, Moogle coming in with the super chat saying, just stopping in to say hi before bed. I love all the great stuff you do. Thanks, buddy. That movie review was really enjoyable to watch. Now spin that wheel. I will, and I'm glad. I saw your nice comment on the movie review video, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. We've been talking about that stuff tonight. And I'm looking forward to doing more of that stuff with Carly. Wait a minute, I could use that lapel mic when I record my regular videos too, couldn't I? I wonder if that'll be better. I didn't even think about that. Yo, that's awesome. Zircon, you're the fucking man, dude. All right, Moogle. Get ready for a spin, buddy. I really hope it lands on green. I hope that my fucking voodoo hex that made it land on green before is still in effect. Let's go! Come on, baby! Oh, Moogle! You disgusting panty chewer. You chew the panties of fucking William Flintstone and the dude who wears a green suit, who ends up being the Hatsune Miku fuck doll at the end of the concert that you can bang for $500 if you're first, but then it's $10 cheaper for each person who goes next. So you're the last $10 version, all sweaty and stink bagging. Fuck you, Moogle! Pale Moogle, more like male Poogle, am I right? Am I right? Male Poogle! Fuck you, clown face! You fucking gasoline drinking dipshit! You're ugly, and you're dumb, and you got poor fucking hand-eye coordination, so you can't even tug it right. The only thing you lose is the expressiveness leaning into the mic like I do here. Well, most of the time, that's just me having a seizure, so it's not. It's not. I can live with it. I don't think I would use it for the live streams because this setup's pretty good, you know. But like, we'll definitely use it for the movie reviews, and I'll experiment with it for other stuff too. You don't remember the Great Kagoo? Millmaster leaning into it. No, Jess. Sorry, I never watched any movies where a chick gets railed by 500 dudes. That's fucking disgusting. That is like super gross. Oh, male Poogle's gonna lose all his sleep tonight. Well, cry into your little Poogle hands, buddy. Oh, at least you're Lord of the Board. At least you're Lord of the Board, you gross galump. Have I heard the quality of my voice when I speak that close to the mic? I don't know. Maybe in passing once. Oh, Pale Moon says being Lord of the Board is worth any insult. Well, there you go, buddy. You have done it. You have achieved the dream. The first Jetsons was about an alien and exploitation of its species for sprockets. The second, the Jetsons travel forward in time to the Flintstones time. Wait, the Flintstones are Stone Age. What do you mean Jetsons travel in time forwards to the Flintstones? Doesn't make any fucking sense. That does not make any sense. You got that reversed, right? Now my brain's like, did they actually? Is that how it's supposed to be? The Jetsons were part of a technologically advanced civilization, and then everything fell apart, and then mankind ended up back at the fucking caveman level? Jess, you think there's any difference between being number 700 and something and number 600 and something? Earth was destroyed before the Jetsons. Then after it completely collapsed came the time of the Flintstones. Hence, why they have technology and understanding of how we are now. What? Weird. All right, Moogle, have a good one. Most people don't realize Flintstones is post-apocalyptic. You guys are fucking with me, right? Oh, it's a theory. Okay. It's just like fan theories, not like actual. They didn't come out and say it. Even the song says a modern Stone Age family. Well, that just means you are up to date in your current age. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that that's after the Jetsons. What up, DJ Longhair? How you doing? Chuglums, you ever think the Jetsons and the Flintstones were the same timeline? The Flintstones were on the ground. Wouldn't they have a bunch of the Jetsons garbage on them then? Elroy's time machine said they went forward in time. Well, I mean, I can't really argue any of this because I haven't seen any of it and I'm not informed on the subject. So, if you say so. Dinosaurs and humans couldn't live together. What are the Flintstones supposed to be set on fucking Earth? I never assumed that it was Earth. DJ Longhair, keep surviving, bro. That's all you can do, my man. That's all you can do. Gotta live that cowabunga pizza life. Also, DJ Longhair, send me the name of it in Discord or whatever. Send me the name of what you're talking about in Discord, because I can't recall it, and if it's on a live stream, I won't remember. You know, it'll just be like it was somewhere buried in some live stream. Jetsons lived in the sky because the Earth became uninhabitable. Well, that's believable. That's a believable future. Gazoo is like, he's just like a fucking magic alien apparition, right? Like, what the hell even is he? He's like a magical alien or something who can grant wishes? Doesn't he shit talk Fred Flintstone too and just like make fun of him? Splendor, that's what Juglum just said earlier in the chat. He said the same thing. Gazoo had a flying car spaceship that looked like it came from the Jetsons. He did, didn't he? He did have like a little flying saucer. He's definitely a trash talker. Trash talking's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Talking shit is a lot of fun. Kevin, aliens. Never thought they'd be in Magic, but now you can run aliens in Thunder Junction and make Cowboys and Aliens Magic deck. Yup. Absolutely. That is our new reality. You absolutely can fucking do that. Can't find anything definitive on the on all that Jetson stuff in a way that summarizes it up easily, so I'm just gonna take your guys' words for it. Okay, cool buddy, works for me. Battle Angel Alita was a fun movie. I liked that actually. Is that a sign of Alzheimer's? No, Alzheimer's is like ultra forgetfulness. There's a certain level of forgetfulness that just happens to you as you age. It's happening to me, where I'm just like, why can't I remember the name of this one actor right now? And the brain just starts throwing random names at you. Like a mom talking to one of his kids. Jessica, Becky, Sally, Angela. You know, like just... It's like, I've got, whatever, your brain just throwing random information at you. Alzheimer's is something serious. Something serious. Splendor, how many pages did I have prepped for an hour-and-a-half video? None. I didn't write any pages of anything. Carly made pages of notes, and she had, I think, a page for each movie. And I came in with no pages and just fucking talked, bro. That's what I do. That whole movie is just out of my fucking... The whole video, I should say, talking about those movies, is all out of my head. I don't write scripts, bro. I have, like, no scripts for fucking anything. Like the Amazon link shit, I just make it all up as I fucking go along, pretty much. I got no scripts for my Magic videos. I got no scripts for anything. Sometimes I'll have a general outline, I guess. So technically some stuff is pseudo-scripted. But yeah, the movie review stuff is totally just whatever. Maybe at some point I'll make notes, but I usually have a lot to say. I can reference what I remember in my head. And I say at the beginning of the video, that I am ignorant and biased. That's it. Carly has done research and is informed, and I am ignorant and biased. Fair enough, Fisher. If that happens in the movie, that makes sense. If they go forwards into the future and the Flintstones are there, then the Jetsons are in the Flintstones' past, which is confusing. Shelly, RoboCop 2 is boring, bro. Maybe you saw it back in the day, and that's why you still like it now, and you're like, its effects aren't amazing. They might have been amazing for the time, but that stupid low-rent lawnmower man on the fucking screen didn't do shit for me. RoboCop 2 commits the biggest sin a movie can commit. It's fucking boring, bro. It's genuinely boring. That movie does not deserve to be 2 hours. They should have made it an hour and a half. They could have cut a bunch of shit out of that movie. RoboCop 2 lacks all of the charm of the first movie and is directionless bullshit. It's awful. It's awful. It's so boring and dumb. They fucking shoot a car twice with rocket launchers and you can see the car is empty. And then RoboCop gets out of it. And you're like, okay, fine, whatever. He survived 2 RPGs and he was in that car. All right. And then later in the movie, he blows up. He blows up the fucking car. The car that he's in blows up. And you're not like, oh no, I hope RoboCop's okay. You're like, I watched the car he was in get hit by 2 RPGs and he got out without a scratch on him. There's no danger. And then the movie went, psych! He's over here. Okay. When did you get remote control cop cars? Shut up! Don't think about that part. Just think about the fact that it's all blown out and RoboCop was a step ahead of them. It makes no difference. He could have been in the car and he wouldn't have been blown up. So the fact that he's around the corner is fucking stupid and meaningless. And now he's gonna slowly walk in. Give me 10 minutes, creep. I'll be there. Like, nothing worthwhile happens in that fucking movie, and there's a stupid kid drug dealer, and it makes no sense why he's in charge. Who would listen to that fucking idiot? Kane wasn't amazing. Kane was just like, Kane was not amazing. DJ Logger, thanks for the super chat. You have the meats. DM send. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. A drug-addicted robot. What more do you want? Oh, here, I'll sum it up for you in one fucking word. Here's what I want to be. Entertained. That's what I want from it. What more do I want? Actual entertainment. That's what I want. I want to sit down and not go, when's this movie going to be over? When's this movie going to be over, bro? You know? That's what I want to know. Shelly, 2 sucks, buddy. 2 sucks. The first RoboCop was great. It stands up to the test of time. The second one, I was really disappointed. I went into it going, okay, here we go. It was like, it's like RoboCop finished his entire fucking like character arc in the first movie. So they just had to try and invent one for the second movie. It was dumb. Who cares if the stop motion was built by hand if it's boring, Shelly? Who gives a fuck? Hey, did you know they spent a lot of time making that boring stuff? Wow! It was revolutionary for the time. Wow! You know it's still boring, right? Like, that's the problem, right? That it's boring. It's boring. You got a movie full of fucking shit that they can blow up and fight each other and all, and all this stuff. You got murderous robots that want drugs, right? Give me the drugs and whatever. How do you make that boring? They found a way. It's fucking criminal, bro. The fact that you think that that movie is amazing means you have fucking brain damage, son. Like, for real, for real. It's not amazing. It's amazingly boring. It's boring. I was bored. I loved the first RoboCop. I was like, this is great. Then I watched the second one. I'm like, the only fucking worthwhile thing in that movie is 5,000 SPF sunblock that can give you cancer from using it. That shit was funny. I laughed at that. Zircon, you saw RoboCop 2 and remember nothing except you loved it. It was the first R-rated movie you saw in the theater. For so long watching that movie, I thought to myself, is this even rated R? Did they make a PG-13 one? Is that what this is? It was balls. For the lulz, you gotta watch 3. I said that to Carla last night. I'm like, you ready to watch RoboCop 3? And she was like, no. I'm like, good, because we're not. 3 was so horrible, some of it is great. The commercials, hands down, are the best. Well, it might be so bad that at least it's somewhat fucking entertaining, because 2 was not entertaining. It was not entertaining. Capsar, what's up? Capsar hasn't been here in a while. First thing he says when showing up, RoboCop 3 is terrible. No. He gets a jetpack in 3. You want to watch me go off on the ninjas? There's fucking ninjas in RoboCop 3? What? Ninjas? Capsar, I'm doing all right, my man. How's life treating you? Carly's like, don't encourage him to watch RoboCop 3. He'll watch it tonight. There's ninjas, Carly. There's ninjas. I don't think so. I don't think so. Carly didn't love RoboCop 2, Shelly. She hated it too. The jetpack got you a little. Oh, you're piquing Carly's interest in RoboCop 3 as well. Ninjas in a jetpack. You know it's going to suck. You know it's going to suck. Capsar, every day's a good day. That's a good attitude, buddy. RoboCop 3. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's sick and he's got a fancy gun, but it's crap. I feel like it's almost hard to make a RoboCop movie worse than 2, honestly. Poor fucking Shelley, thinking that's a good movie. He's probably never seen any other movies. That's my guess. Oh, they get rid of the blonde lady in RoboCop 3? You mean his partner? His worthless partner, who is just basically baggage, and every time I see her, I'm like, why is she in this? Shelley, did I watch Krull? Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Krull's fucking dumb, man. He gets the glaive, this ultra-powerful weapon that can just obliterate the aliens instantly, and then the fucking stupid wizard guy is just like, put it away until you need it. Fuck you, he could have used it the whole time, asshole. He probably could have used that glaive to kill the fucking spider that chased after you so you didn't have to throw your life away with a handful of sand you didn't even try and fucking protect, you clownish idiot. Put it in a fucking pocket or something. And then he unleashes the glaive. It instantly destroys aliens, but like it takes 1,000,000 years to cut through a fucking wall. Like 1,000,000,000 fucking years? And like, why does that movie take so long showing you him going places? Climbing up a fucking mountain, and it's like, here he is going up the mountain. Watch him walk all the way up the mountain. Okay, now we'll cut to another shot. Now he's down here. Watch him walk all the way up here. And they keep doing it until they're on this huge fucking wide shot where you're like, where is he? Is he down there? And then you gotta watch him go all the way up. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? And then he goes into the cave where the glaive is, and it's just like, check it out, you gotta reach into this pond to take a fucking... That's the glaive? That's a fucking boomerang, asshole! That ain't a glaive. A glaive is a fucking spear with a blade on it, man! So he goes in and he just reaches into the gank because he knows what the glaive is without even being told. So he reaches in and pulls out a shit-encrusted starfish, and when he does that, the water catches on fire where he's sticking his hand in, and he's just like, whatever. Well, what the fuck, dude? That's firewater, bitch! And then he pulls out the shit fucking starfish, and the outer crap falls off. He's like, I got the glaive! It's like, wasn't that hard after all, was it? How about The Color of Magic with Sean Astin? I've seen it, Paul Falcon. I've seen it. He's got the traveling luggage. Yeah, I've definitely seen that. Yeah, there's the one, the Cyclops who's like, I can't leave because here's where I die. And they're like, they can't go away from where they would die or else they'll be in a lot of pain. Better than dying, asshole! And then he just rides a fucking flying horse over to the castle they're at. It's like, you stayed back there to die. Do you care to explain what you're doing here? Fuck you, I'm just here. And then he like holds open a portal so that everyone can get into the castle. And then after everyone's in the castle, he just stands there while it slowly crushes them. And it's like, you could get out at any time. At any time, bro. At any time. You saw your death back there. This isn't even where you die. You can just get out. And he just doesn't. Okay. All right. Anyways. It has been a fun stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. I will get back together with you guys soon. If you haven't seen it already, I put out a video talking about the cancellation of the Magic show, the Magic Netflix show over on The Historian. And I put out a movie review with Carly. Here's the link for that. Go and check it out if you haven't already, because it's a fun time. All right? So, thanks for coming. See you next time.